Hello and welcome to today's 15-minute morning flow. We're going to be focusing on the inner thighs, the hips, and some deep low body opening today. So grab your mat, and if you have a blanket or a knee pad, I usually like to say no props needed, but today I do recommend something to cushion the back knee as we get into some longer postures. So we're going to get ourselves set up top of our mat. And you can even sit on your blanket to start if you would like, just to cushion your glutes. Crisscrossing your legs, big reach to the sky, and exhale, cactus. Taking your hands behind you, fingertips point to the back of the wall, just relax your shoulders down, squeezing your shoulder blades together, look up, tilt your head, chin touches the ceiling, and empty. We're gonna walk our hands forward. Yeah, just crawling yourself, adding a little tension as you stretch into the thighs. And now as we walk ourselves up, we're going to think about pressing our heels out as far as we can here and scooting our glutes back. So you might get a little stretch in your ankle, but if you can just push your heels out as far apart, send your glutes back, you'll get a nice stretch in the back of the glutes. As you press your hands in, this might radiate down your thighs. Yeah, so hands together, palms face. Take a big breath. Empty. Your forearms press in as you lower your chin down. Fill up. Exhale. And then we're going to switch sides so your top ankle goes behind. And again, just taking your heels far apart, flexing your feet here, finding a little stretch, adding just a little pressure with your forearms, and then allowing yourself to settle in, allowing your breath to slow. One more inhale, softening even more on the exhale. And then start to make your way out. We're going to come to a tabletop, and on both sides, we're going to just loosen up the hips with some circles, but we'll start with the left. So you're just going to bend your knee, tuck your knee into chest, take it off to the side, and take it back. We're just going to rotate through this sequence, maybe circling in the opposite direction, and then trying to make it a little more fluid. So no longer just gently pausing in each place, but trying to rotate, trying to move, keeping your hips stable with the ground. There's no need to lift the hip up far to the side. Yes, just keep everything nice and stable. And then take your left knee down, lift your right knee up. We're going to do the same thing, maybe starting just taking your knee up, back in, out to the side, forward, back, and then starting to make it a little more fluid, creating some circles with your knees, trying to keep your hip mostly stable, pointing downwards as you continue to circle around. And then plant both your knees down, send your hips back downward facing dog. Big breath in, heels lift. And exhale, drop them off to the right, push the ground away, get out of your shoulders, back through center, and drop off to the left. Once again, pushing away, big breath. Pull through center, and exhale, glue your heels down. You're gonna walk your fingers in and your toes in as well, meeting in the middle, halfway lift, fold in, rise tall, reach, exhale, cactus. Reach your arms high, exhale, fold down, and then you're going to walk it out back to your down dog. Your right leg lifts high, bend your knee, stack your hip, and you can just keep it here as you press the ground away, or you can recircle, getting into the right hip once again. Whatever feels best here. I like to just pause and open after we've already done our tabletop circles, and then we're going to take a three-legged dog, straighten it out, flex the foot, and step through low runner's lunge. So your hands are outside of your front foot here. Just engaging in the back thigh, squeezing as we roll our back toes forward. Big breath in. Exhale. Drop your back knee, and this is where if you have a blanket, you can place it behind your back knee. We're gonna take a lizard lunge. Yeah, so you can soften in here, taking your hands inside your foot, just allowing your body to settle. You're welcome to take your forearms down to the mat if that's within reach, or you can keep your hands planted. We just want to make sure we're releasing all the tension that we can, using your breath as a tool. Fill up and empty. Finding a little softening behind the glutes, in the back of the hamstrings, right in the hips. Take a big breath in. Soften in the shoulders. And then we're going to lift back up just a little bit. Yeah, so you're just coming back onto your tippy toes, hinging forward, holding and engaging in the glutes, the hamstrings, the thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Scoot your toes up, so just a little bit further on your mat here. And then we're going to do that again. So pulling yourself up, hinging your hips, squeezing your thighs, big breath in, and empty. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. We're going to scoot our toes up one more time if this is within access for you. If you liked the feeling and sensation of the last one, you can stay just right there. Otherwise, lift it up, hinge forward, engaging in your legs, big breath in, empty. For 3, 2, 1, rest. We're going to sit back into a half split from here, and I want you to think about dragging your heel back. So you don't actually want to drag it, you just want to think about dragging. So thinking about pushing in to engage. Squaring your hips to the front. Take a big breath in. Empty out. Do it again, fill up. Exhale. And then we're going to come forward, we're going to take a track star. So you can rock side to side. You can peel your toes up to get into the inner thigh. You can point and flex your toes as you wait here. You can massage behind the hamstring into the calf. And then we can go to the other side. So same thing if you want to roll your toes up, or if that's too much sensation, you can keep your foot down, whatever feels better here. And if you want to point and flex your toes, doing a little bit of nerve flossing. If you want to massage behind the hamstring, behind the calf, just allowing your body a little bit of extra wake up. And then continuing to rock side to side, your pace, your movement, your choices here. And then stop in the middle for a wide-legged fold. Tucking your chin into chest, dropping down just a little lower, maybe taking your hands to your ankles or behind your mat. Fill up. Empty. And then walk your hands forward to the front of your mat. Hinging your hips here. Just finding some support. Big breath in. Empty out. And then rock back into your hips once again as you walk your hands in. Take a halfway lift. Fold. Rise, tall, reach, and then take goddess. So your feet go in opposite directions. Your hands out. We're going to sink in and then drop our hands to our knees. Dip your right shoulder in, look off over the left. And then back through center. Dip your left shoulder in, look off to the right. And back through center. Forward fold. Fingertips walk to the front. Step back, down dog. Start to pedal in your knees, take some big bends here, drop your belly to your thighs, and push your mat away. Yeah, really getting out of your shoulders and just into the hamstrings, just into the back of the legs. And then lift your left leg up, bend, stack, open. And once again, you can just open your hip and focus on that, or you can circle, you can move, whatever you need. And then straighten it out, three-legged dog. Dropping your back heel just a little more. Send your foot through low runner's lunge. So we have our knee lifted. We're engaging here in the back of the hamstrings, rolling the toes forward. Hold on, big breath. Empty for 3, 2, rest. So taking your blanket or your knee pad under your knee. And then just heel toeing your foot over for a lizard lunge. Dropping in, starting to relax. Lowering your forehead, softening in your nose, your ears, your eyes. Maybe opening your mouth, maybe taking a big sigh. Finding a way to get a little bit lower. Big breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to start to engage. So roll your back toes underneath, curl up, pick your hips up, hinge forward, and engage for 3, 2, rest. Start to walk your toes up, scrunching forward. And I think we can do 5 seconds here. We're going to lift, hinge forward, hold on for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Now if that felt good, you can keep and lift right here, or we'll scrunch forward one more time, finding a little more depth. Pick up your hips, hinge forward, hold strong, big breath in, empty out. And let's engage, rolling the toes forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Sitting back into your hips, taking a half split, square your hips to the front of the room, and drive your knee down and pulling it towards you here. So no real pull, just that mental pull, that mental push down and that dragging sensation. Yeah, just really firing up in the back hamstring. And then maybe you point and flex. Or maybe you keep that tension just dragging towards you. And then we're going to track star once again. So rocking side to side, maybe this time it's a little quicker, maybe you sit back a little further in your knees, maybe you bring your arms into it, taking some little circles or wrapping your arm behind your back. Whatever your body needs. And then stop in the middle once again for a wide-legged fold. Your right arm's gonna stay down, your left arm's gonna peel up, big reach, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reach with the right, and exhale, fold. We're gonna walk our hands to the back of the room, taking our knees down, swinging your hips around. We're gonna take a bound butterfly. So your feet come together nice and close in here. You can take your hands right under your calves, and I want you to tuck your elbows underneath your thighs. Yeah, hands coming to your feet here. Just letting your chin fall, letting your forehead soften, letting your shoulders relax. There's no need to hold tension here. Big breath in. Empty out. Do it again, fill up. Exhale. And then we're gonna take ourselves out and we're gonna set up for a wide-legged fold, wide-legged seated fold. So taking maybe one heel to your blanket, one heel to your mat for some support, just a little extra comfort. We're gonna fold towards the right foot here. Maybe you reach your left arm overhead towards your toes, just trying to keep the left hip grounded, maybe cracking your heart open, shining up to the sky. Big breath in and exhale. And then we're gonna reach off to the other side. So folding over, your right arm reaches to the toes, maybe your heart opens, maybe your shoulder goes back. Big breath in, empty. And then we'll walk our hands through center here. Maybe using your mat as a little bit of pull here to really get into things. Big breath in and exhale. And then we're gonna make our way down for our Savasana. So if you'd like, you can take a Supta Konasana with the palms of your feet together, laying back, one hand on your belly and one on your heart, or you can full extend for Savasana, extending your legs out, rolling the shoulders behind you, opening up the hands to the sky. Take a big breath in. And whatever you've chosen, just soften here. Fill up. And drift. And then start to bring attention back into your breathing. Take a big sip of oxygen. Sigh it away. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Reach your arms up overhead, big stretch. And on the exhale, make your way back up to your seated position. Your hands can stay grounded onto your lap. We're gonna do 2 breaths in before the exhale to close, to calm the nervous system. Fill up. 1 more. Empty. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. If anyone has any questions, let me know. If you liked this video, please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.